Hello, everybody. Happy 2020. It's Anita here, your Liberation Money Coach. I'm holding this in my hand. I'm coming to you from Gothenburg can't really see much, but in my hotel room. We're here for New Year's. Yeah, so lovely to be back on. I went into a bit of a brain fog for the last brain coma, as I called it, for the last few days. But I'm glad to be back with day 13 of the Fast Cash to Freedom Liberate Me 30-day challenge. Really should have grabbed some water. One moment. So there were two things I wanted to talk about today. If you're here live, let me know. Give me a love heart. Give me a hello. If you're going to be on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Get a pen and paper so you get some useful information today. So the beauty of the brain fog was one thing I wanted to talk about, because actually what that is about is surrender and trust. And when we can surrender and when we can trust, that is when the magic happens. That's when you can attract the freedom, the lifestyle, the relationship, the money that you desire. It is our constant, incessant feeling of worry, nervousness, exhaustion, anxiety, all of those things that actually act as a block to those things. So actually when we can switch off, and in that time when I switched off, I had lots of amazing things happening, lots of new clients coming on with little to no effort at all, right? And that is the beauty of being able to surrender and trust. That opens you up to receive what you want and magnetize it. But it's really hard because you feel like you're doing nothing and you feel like you should be doing something, right? Because the old way of doing things is to replicate, right? To replicate the way I've done things before is for it to be hard work. And we definitely don't just trust. We have to do stuff to make it happen. And that's not how it works entirely, okay? So it's flipped the other way around. Having said that, hi Queen, nice to see you here, darling. Give me a love heart. Having said that, if we just go into doing nothing and we're just shutting off from the world from a different place. So where I was in this place, it was more in peace, surrender, openness, trust, knowing that I'm always provided for. It's all coming in. Yep, I don't need to worry. Okay, when we're able to get into that state of being, it's called flow. Some people call it flow, but it just feels like, you don't know the next 15, 20, 30 steps, but you trust everything you desire is coming and you start getting crystal clear on what it is you want. Okay, so the second thing I wanted to talk about today, and I will give you some insight and some tool around that as well to help you move through it, is New Year's resolutions, okay? So we're in a new decade, amazing, 2020, I just love it. There's some powerful juju, if you like, at this time of the year that is going to allow us to really propel ourselves if we do things differently. Now, have you ever set a New Year's resolution? Yes or no? Give me a yes or no. Have you... Looking back on last year, is there any New Year's resolutions that you set or were feeling into or wanting that you haven't got or haven't got fully yet, okay? Or you're still stuck in the same situation, even though you wanted to change it. So let me know if that's you, because it's really important to acknowledge it first. If we're not acknowledging what is going on, if we're not bringing awareness to it, we can't change it, okay? If we are constantly making excuses for it and saying, well, it didn't happen because of this, that, and it's not that there's anything wrong with you, okay? So number one, there's nothing wrong with you that your New Year's resolutions didn't come true or what you wanted to change didn't happen, but it comes down to three things. There might be more, but let's start with three, okay? So get your pen and paper out. Number one, so I'm going to tell you why they don't work and what is required for them to work. Because what you want this year, right, is real lasting change. So the question to ask yourself immediately, what is it I want to create this year? What is it that I would love? Who is it I would love to be? And these are questions to journal on And feel free to share it with me, either here or privately, or get on a breakthrough call with me. I'm going to open up, I think I'm going to go crazy and open up 7 slots to speak to me next week, because I'm so excited to help you through this personally, okay? And that's what the breakthrough session is about, to have a breakthrough, to understand where it is you're stuck, how to get unstuck, and how to get what you want to create, whether that's the fast cash, the freedom, the liberation, in whatever form that is for you, whether it's in your health, whether it's in your money, in your job, in your business, in creating a business. Okay, so don't worry too much about if you're thinking, I don't know, I'm in confusion. That's when you get on the breakthrough call, right? You don't wait to a point where you're like, oh, I've got everything lined up. I know exactly what I'm going to do. You know, that's not when we do it. Sorry, I'm just going to take a sip of water. So what is it I want to create in 2020? Answer that question. Who is it I will have to be to create that? Who will I need to be to create that? So what's going to need to be different about you? What is it that you're going to need to, what is it that you require to believe for you to step into that version of yourself? Yeah, your 20.20, your 2.2 version of yourself. What is it that you require to believe about yourself? Okay, that you're worthy of it, that you're deserving of it, that you can do it, that you can trust your decisions, that there is more than enough, that you don't have to wait. What is it that you have to believe? So just journal on that and it will come out, okay? So that's number 1. So number 2 is that the reason why New Year's resolutions do not work is because there's 2 ways you can set intentions or goals, yeah? Or what it is that you would like to happen, what you would like to create. And the 2 ways are intrinsic or extrinsic. I can't say that, but I'll explain. So intrinsic is that it's part of your DNA. It's who you are. This is why when you work with me, we will clear out all the shit that doesn't belong to you, all the worry, the pain, the suffering, the feeling stuck and not knowing why you keep, having things out on repeat, or things that are like self-punishing or self-sabotage. And move that out of the way so we can get to the real you, your real gift, what you're here to do, what's going to bring you liberation in your form of it, freedom in your form of it, okay? And the kind of cash you want in the way you want it, okay? But we can't get to that because we've got a lot in our way that has been programmed into us that doesn't belong to us, okay? So when it's intrinsic, when we make intentions that are intrinsic, they just feel good to us. They personally feel amazing. So when you find your gift, when we uncover that, when you work with me, the gift that, can have you making the income you're already making now, or a ton more within the first 30 days without there having to be a dip in income. When we do that, you will literally light up alive, like, whoa, that is me. It will give you utter confidence and clarity, right? That's why, me talking to you right now doesn't feel like work, okay? Because it's intrinsic to who I am, right? So the intentions I've set are intrinsic. They mean something to me personally. I'm passionate about them. My purpose is behind them. They're aligned with my purpose. But a lot of the times where we're going wrong, so to speak, hi Anna, give me a love heart. So where we're going wrong is that we're doing them externally. So we're creating our goals for either reward, to get a reward, external reward, whether that is for someone to say, well done to us, you're amazing, I'm proud of you, whether that's your mom, your sister, your boss, your partner. So you're doing it to get a reaction from them, from the external world, if you like, okay? Or even if you're trying to lose weight, for example, you're doing it to get to a certain size or a certain weight on the scales rather than just feeling good, okay? So that's the difference. So you're doing it you're either doing it to get external reward, yeah? Or to punish yourself, okay? So you're doing it for external punishment. Okay, which means the weight example is like I ate a cake or something, and now I'm going to exercise because I did that to take it off, okay? Which is a punishment rather than just saying I'm exercising because it makes me feel good. I enjoy looking after my body and my health, right? Hi, Jasmine. Great to have you here, darling. So you want to go back, actually, because what's really interesting is this is what I mean about New Year's resolutions and why they don't work. Because Jasmine was talking to me about, I want to get out of the grind, the 8 to 6 or the 9 to 5 or whatever it is for you, and be free of that. And wanting something and actually making the decision to have something is two different things, okay? Most people want to be free, right? Most people. There are very few that will actually be free in the way that we're talking about, right? Look around you. So the decision is to cut off all other options, okay? That means you get to do this no matter what. It means that you become accountable for it and say, well, I want to do this by the 30th of January. I want to leave my job, gain the same salary or income that I'm already on without a dip in income in the next month, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. That is a decision. And then get on a breakthrough call with me and we could talk about how that is done for you personally. And it can be done, okay? And it is the belief system that needs to be upgraded. Yeah, not that it's not possible for you, not that everything needs to be aligned. It's your belief system and the stories you're telling yourself at the moment is what's stopping you. So let me know if that helps you, Jasmine, and give me any more comments you have, any questions you have for any of you, any questions you have on this, and I can clarify a little bit more for you personally. Okay. What else? So if you are doing things for when it's intrinsic, super aligned to who you are, what you're here to be, they work. It's magnetizing. When you're setting resolutions or goals or intentions for an external reward, yeah, to, even to be free, if that is not aligned, yeah, what does that even mean? It doesn't have it's not crystal clear enough to what that means to you, to light you up. It doesn't motivate you enough, okay? When we're doing things for an external reason, to get out of a job. Yeah, it's not motivating enough. We need to go deeper to really get to who you are, okay? And then it becomes easier. So let me know if that makes sense. And that's what we can do in the breakthrough session as well. So get on one if you haven't been on one yet. Because if they are externally led, either to punish yourself with or to reward or punishment, right? They sort of come together, funnily enough. And if it is one of those, they will not work, okay? They will not last because it's going to require something called willpower, okay? And willpower doesn't work. Why? Willpower comes from your ego and your brain space, okay? And that has no grounding or soul, okay? So we need it to come from a whole different place. It will just flip out and it will just tell you, oh, we haven't achieved it, so we're just going to throw it all out the window, not doing it now, okay? So if you've ever tried to do anything by willpower, have you noticed? It only lasts so long, okay? But if you do something that is intrinsic, if you move all the shit out of the way so we can get to your truth of who you are and what is possible for you and what you really, really want, like the Spice Girls, what is it that you really, 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 really want? Yep. Okay, and get crystal clear on that, something that really gets you excited. Yep. And then you make the decision to jump into that. Okay. And set a deadline for yourself. Get fucking real. Value yourself enough for that. Okay. Then that will have you feeling very alive and in control of your life. Even if there's things that aren't perfect yet, that will be having you in control of your life. This would work. Anna says this would work. Fab on IG. I don't know what you mean by IG, darling. This would work. IG? You might need to let me know what you mean, Anna. I'm not sure. This would work. Fabs on IG. Maybe I said something. Let me know. And I can clarify. So that is the number one step, okay? The number one step is understanding what is your motivation behind these things. Is it really coming from you or somebody else? And what's stopping you from jumping over that hurdle? Okay, so you can feel truly aligned with it and have it magnetize towards you, okay? So very simply, just a quick recap. New Year's resolutions don't work. Throw them out the fucking window. And I say that with love. Okay. Instead, get really real on what it is that you want. So what is it you want to create this year? Answer that question. What is it I want to create? Instagram. Oh, this would be fab on Instagram. What, this video? Oh, thanks, darling. Maybe I can share it there somehow. I focus a lot on Facebook. I haven't got around to Insta too much yet, but thank you for that. Yeah. Okay, so what is it I want to create? Number one, journal on that. Get really crystal clear on what is it I want to create this year in your health, in your business, in your money. By when? By when? You know, because I know, Jasmine, I know you said, you know, you made this decision 2 years ago. That's not a decision. And I say that with love. You know, that's just a feeling, a want. That's not a decision. Yeah. Because there's no accountability to it, right? You're not taking yourself seriously enough. And when you don't take yourself seriously enough, the universe, if you like, and the powers, the higher powers that are around us, which do exist, and I will show you how to connect to those, cannot bring it forward for you, because what you are showing them is saying, I want it, but I'm not making a decision. I'm doing nothing about it, or I'm doing very little about it. I'm sending a confused message out there. And when that message is confused, all the universe or this higher power, whatever you bloody believe in, because there is something bigger operating than just our brains and our logic, believe it or not. And when you know that's operating, what you're telling it is, I'm not ready. Yeah. So that's the message you're sending out there. So that's what's happening to what you want to create. It's saying, I'm not ready. So no matter how much you work for it and no matter how much you want it, you can't get it, right? It can't come towards you. It's almost annoying. Yeah, that's my husband saying, babe, are you coming? Right? So I gotta go because I've got to go and have a day out in Gothenburg. We're going to a museum, meeting some of his friends. So I'm super excited about that. But once I get on with you guys, I love spending time with you so much. So let me have your questions. So number one, quick recap. What is it I want to create? Who do I need to be? Who do I require to be? Yep, to have that. What kind of person do I require to be? Okay? Because there's going to need to be an up level in your beliefs, who you are. Yeah, the way you do things, to have that. Yep, who is it I require to be to have those things? And what is the one action? What is the one step I can take now towards that? To take myself seriously, okay? And to understand that your New Year's resolutions or your wants, your desires, your intentions are required to be intrinsic. They need to feel flipping good to you, really aligned to who you really are, not for any external result, okay? The external result comes anyway, but that's not where it can be led from, okay? That's not where it's led from, okay? So it's what's in the lead. So do that piece of journaling, share that with me. Even better, put a yes in the comments and let's get on a breakthrough call next week and I'll contact you and get a slot in. And we can bring that into the call and really personalize it to you, okay? I love you so much. This has been day 13 of the Fast Cash to Freedom by the Liberate Me system on the 30-day challenge. Let me have your questions. Let me have your topics. Say yes, book a call. Let's get talking. Let's get this shit happening. Your time is now. I love you so much. I'm so excited of the version of you that you're going to be this year. Don't let this opportunity slip, okay? I love you so much. I better go and go have some fun in Gothenburg, okay? I'll keep in touch. I'll see you again soon. Lots of love. Bye.